Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
Eva.
Oh, happy day. Bro, we just watched our teams qualify for the quarterfinals of the UCL this season. How are you feeling?
Uh, I feel happy first and foremost, not just because we qualified, because of
Absolutely.
the performance, the level of performance, the way some of our key players carry themselves during the game, especially in the first half, the way we control the game, the way we control territory, the pressing, the running. Some of our players, they're growing into the team, especially Eze. I'm seeing more and more of him every time. He knows when to come deep, stay high. He's a magnificent footballer, especially in the final third. He just knows how to get those key goals. So, well, we'll get into it. How about you? How's Real Madrid?
My bro, I am feeling so good. I am happy that the Man City Madrid Invitationals that's been happening for multiple years now. I think
Yes.
UEFA you can stop it now. Okay? You can
Uh,
stop it right now. It's enough.
it's one's fault. It's your fault. Some of those encounters that you guys have had recently is because either Madrid or Manchester City have failed to be in the top eight,
Yeah, but I'm
especially
saying
last.
whatever they are doing
They
with the
should stop it.
balls when they are doing the draws,
Mhm. You've
they
won every
should
time,
make
right?
active. They've only beaten us twice.
Yeah, but I mean, every time you've knocked them out in the last 3 years, like,
Yes, yes.
so yeah,
They
that's
should make sure that that ball goes in the direction of both of us not
some
meeting again. Like
you're
not
tired.
it's not a fair fight. We
Yeah,
beat them all
absolutely.
the time. It's like, what are we doing here?
Get into the
Well,
game because
let's let's start let's start with Madrid.
the
Uh
first 20
we
minutes or
beat
so,
yeah,
I it looked like Manchester City were gonna do something. I was when Arsenal and any other team play at the same time, it's very difficult for me to focus. But
yes.
every time I watch the games, like Manchester City are creating a chance. So talk me through it.
Yes. As expected, playing at Etihad is a very, very difficult task.
Yep.
And playing at Etihad with Man City, who are 3 goals down in the time, is you expect their full arsenal to be pushed towards making sure that they get a goal very early. They
Yep.
pressed, they tried to create chances. They did in fact, and typically for games like this, you expect that in the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, if the home side do not get that first goal. In fact, if they do not, I don't know what the statistics for this is, but I'm very sure that in situations like this, if the home side do not get that first goal,
The
they are
longer it
practical.
goes,
Yeah, they are
yeah,
practically out.
because you're
And
under
this
pressure.
was the same thing that happened against Arsenal with Madrid last season in the
Yeah.
in the quarterfinal, where we were shouting "Remontanda, Remontanda," and we couldn't crack that first goal
Yep.
early enough to
Yep.
to just put pressure on your heart. We got the first goal courtesy of a Vini penalty.
Talk me through
Did
that
you, did,
moment. The Bernal Silva ball. I think he could have been able to block the ball, but I don't know.
yeah, but the risk he runs there is that if he so what he did was his arm was behind his back, right? But when Vini shot the ball, he extended that arm, so
Yeah,
his elbow actually blocked the ball from going
it's like it
into
went
the
like this.
right. If he
It's not
had,
like
I feel
he
like
didn't
if
move
he
his
had gone
body.
through with all of his body
Yeah, that
while
won't be.
his arm is still on his body, that would be looked at differently. But his hand
He moved
almost
it.
moved. So
Yeah.
that's a clear penalty in the EPL, in the in La Liga, UCL, where
E-
AFCON,
es- Especially in a
everywhere.
game like that where there's
Yes,
so much eyes on the game and
yes.
there's going to be a lot of scrutiny, you're probably going to get called out
And,
for
and
that.
and one of the things that I noticed in this game is that Man City are just who they are. They needed goals. It's clear they would play
High
front foot
risk.
football,
Yeah, they don't have
high
a
risk
choice.
football. They don't have it. They need to get those goals. But we created a lot of chances today.
No, after the goal.
Bro, even before the goal.
You had moments that you
Bro,
couldn't
in
capitalize on.
fact, in fact, the first opportunity that the opportunity that led to our first penalty,
That was a chance.
was a chance by Vini that hit the post.
Yeah.
So we like as crazy. In fact, I'm checking the XG now.
Hmm.
Expected goal for us 2.93, and the XG for Man City is 1.91.
Yeah, but after that goal, you guys created a lot of
That's what I'm
chances,
saying.
especially in that
Like,
first half.
yes, I'm saying despite Man City heaping pressure on us to score goals, on the counter, we were very dangerous. And I am just elated as a Madrid fan.
I just think. Sorry for cutting you. I just think when the game was lost, let's be objective here. Let's actually have football conversation. The game was
Mm-hmm.
lost in the first leg. What usually
Yes.
happens in this scenario is when your three goes down, going to your
Yep.
own.
Mm-hmm.
What tends to happen is when you get chances, you're so tensed. I
Yes.
like I believe it is a psychological effect that
Oh no,
happens with
your
your
heart rate is
yeah. You're
heavy,
snapping at
high.
chances.
Yes.
You're not making the right decisions. You're not focused on defending. You're so
You
focused
want
on
it
getting the
so
goals.
much. You want it so much that your tendencies to overdo in the moment get heightened.
Yeah, yeah, it gets the better
they
of you.
they had a plethora of chances. In fact, one of the very very early chances they had was Cherky hitting the ball and hitting the woodwork.
Yeah.
I think that was around the fifth or maybe third or
Yeah, very
fifth
early.
minute.
Yeah, very early in the
If that
game.
if that goal had if that ball had gone in,
The game changes, the mood changes, the
the mood
fans.
everybody
Yeah.
gets tensed. You understand? So, but
Yep.
this was a very good game by Madrid.
I want you
We
to talk about Vinny. Sorry for because
no
there
no no.
was
That's
this
I appreciate you
there,
driving this.
there's a perception about Vinny in the football community,
Mm-hmm.
even sometimes amongst Madrid fans, that I
Oh
don't
no, a
understand.
lot amongst Madrid fans.
Yeah, this is a player that has given a lot to football. He's given a lot to Real Madrid. He's won multiple
Absolutely.
Champions League, scored. I think he just cracked
He scored in
the
both
top
finals he played,
20, yeah, the top 25 highest goal scorers in the history of the Champions League. He
which is
loves this
wild.
Champions League.
Which is
Yeah,
wild to say.
because he's
For
not
a
a volume
player,
scorer. He's not a guy
yes,
that scored
for a
a lot of
player
goals.
that came to Europe in 2018
Yeah.
and didn't really get into the first team until like 2020, 21. Like
Yep.
Vinny, you know how I feel about him. Like to me, he was the deserved winner of that Ballon d'Or in 2024, the one Rodri won.
Yep.
On his best days, I think he's the best player in the world. There is no winger that I would
Especially
rather have
especially in the
than
Champions League. There's
yes.
something
There
about
is
the
no
Champions
winger
League.
I would rather have on, especially okay. Let me say, there's no left
Because
winger I would
this
rather
is
have.
this is what Vinny has. I'm sorry for cutting you there.
No, no, please cut away.
It's there's something about Champions League that you have to have thick skin and you have to have mentality that is persistent,
Yes,
right? When you look at Vinny in the game, he's missing chances, he's creating chances, he's trying dribbling, he's dribbling. Some of them are failing, some of them are coming off. What I've noticed about Champions League is you have to have thick skin. You have to have be in the moment constantly. You want to try things, and that is why Madrid has always won a lot of Champions League because
you know who I would. Okay, you know
you
who I
guys
would.
take a lot of risk and you do like it's just I love that about Vinny,
You know
honestly.
who I would liken Vinny to.
Hmm.
I would liken Vinny to Kobe Bryant. The reputation of Kobe Bryant is that he's going to constantly come at you.
Yeah.
Whether his success rate is high, low, is constantly coming at you.
Yep.
And there is a value inherent in a player that just wants the ball. Vinny never hides from the ball.
Never.
Having a good
Never.
game, having a great game, having a horrible game,
Never.
he's constantly showing up for the ball. One of my observations from professional players in the years that I've been watching and observing football is that they seem to have an extra appreciation for players that constantly make themselves available for the ball.
Yeah, because you're
In our
relieving
pressure
pressure.
moments,
Yeah.
in our good moment, he constantly wants the ball. That's number one. Number two, he would drive at you, whether sometimes to his at his detriment, because sometimes
Absolutely.
just make the pass, right?
Yeah.
And you're better. But he will constantly drive at you. So your defense line is constantly under pressure.
His style might not work in a 38th league
Right,
football.
right, right. That's
Yeah,
I like that distinction you're making. It constantly drives at you. And another thing, that's number two. Number three, he makes himself he's able to make runs that create chances. So I think fans we like to attack um his finishing. He has a very
yeah,
poor,
he's
or
erratic. He's
let's
erratic.
say average finishing, or maybe even
Yeah.
slightly less than average finishing.
His finishing is not clean. Sometimes he
Right.
comes up with incredible finishing,
If
but
Mbappe had been in the positions that Vinny was today,
he'll score all of the
he'll
goals.
probably score like four of
Yeah,
those
he'll
four
score
goals
every
today.
single chance. Yeah,
Right?
you're right.
But the point is,
He's not
Vinny
gonna be
making
there.
himself available to be in those positions. Oh my God.
Look, so what sums up that thing is look at the second goal. Just before he scored the
Yes.
second goal, he had the
Yes.
offside goal that got cancelled. Then
Absolutely.
immediately again, he's constantly moving. When Tchouaméni got the ball the first time and gave it to
Yes.
who did he give it to? I'm not sure. It was Valverde. I'm not sure. He gave it.
Yes.
Vini moved again. Gueye couldn't figure out exactly where Vini was for that goal
Exactly.
because he's constantly
Constantly
moving,
under pressure.
checking, moving, checking.
Constantly.
Yeah,
Yes. So
it's,
that makes him so difficult. That makes him so difficult to game plan for as a defense. It makes your defenders, your right winger, your right backs and your left backs, your full backs, makes them constantly. And that's why Madrid fans, rightfully so, are so mad about the positioning ability for Kylian Mbappe as a number
yeah, but
nine.
that's not who he is, bro.
No, 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 I get. I'm just saying to you that when we shout and say, yo, Kylian, occupy that nine position like you're a real striker, what we are saying is Vini would constantly be a threat,
Yeah.
whether they like it or they do not. He's constantly going to occupy
it,
positions.
it is a joy, especially in these big games, for midfielders
Exactly.
because you can find he finds
All
space.
you have to do is beat that line, make a pass
Yeah,
to him,
yeah,
and you are relieved.
yeah.
You
He's
can
gonna be
take a
there.
breather. You can take that breather. So when a defender, so today, for example, our midfielders were constantly under pressure because Man
Yep,
City were trying to score.
yep.
The moment they got the ball, there is an
They look up.
outlet.
There's
There
Vinny,
is an
and
outlet.
he's always giving himself an option where you would have a gap to make that pass.
That's
Now
my
it's
point.
on you. If you can't make that
Yes.
pass, it's on you.
Yes, it's not on
It's
me. Thank you
yeah,
for that. Yeah,
it's a
those are like very nuanced footballing detail that you're like, yo, all I have to do is make
it's
one
one
pass.
pass. Yeah,
You
look
make
up is
one
there.
pass to
Is there.
Vinny,
Yeah,
and I would be relieved. When Vinny gets the ball, you can bet your money on it. He doesn't have like maybe a yard or two of space. No, the Man City defender or midfielder is at his
it's,
body.
it's stretching them already. It's like,
Is
and
there.
when you look at his body position is always diagonal. It's never straight facing this way or this way. It's
Right.
diagonal. What that
So
means is if you play the ball this way, right, across me, I'm already one on one,
yes,
right? If you play the ball this way from me, right, what that means is I'm relieving pressure, right? Because
is
at the very
amen to
least,
that.
there's space to aim to both sides. It's
Yes.
just it's a dream. It's a dream for a
Yeah. So
midfielder.
let's not continue to go crazy on Vinny. Like you know how much I love him, and people get frustrated that he is asking for a big contract at Madrid.
He's one of the best players in the world. So
He deserves it.
yeah, he's
Again,
won
to
two
Madrid
Champions
fans
Leagues.
who are going crazy over Vinny requesting for a huge contract at Madrid, he deserves
It's well
every
deserved.
penny. Every penny of that money, he deserves it.
Give me a
Okay?
closing
He
statement
has
on Manchester City.
on Man City, I think when they look back on this season, I think they would look at a coach that underperformed,
Yeah,
a coach that is Pep. We are never going to call for his firing.
we can't
We are
slag
never
him too
going to
much.
we are never going to disrespect him, but we can make observations and call out some of his mistakes. We wouldn't even say we don't have the right to say his inadequacies, we would only just say is mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. We are human.
Yeah.
Okay? This season, you were equipped with players in the summer. You were equipped with players in the winter transfer window.
Yeah.
You literally got everything you asked for. Everything.
It's like you point to this, they get it for you. You
They
point
get
to
it for
this,
you.
they get it for you. Like,
Everything you wanted, you got. Your players came back. In fact, I, as a Madrid fan, was skeptical of our chances of progressing because I felt like Man City had stocked up on very good players,
yeah,
and some of their injured players were
they were
returning
back.
from injury. So
Everybody's back.
there was absolutely no excuse. There
They
was
have only one
absolutely
player
no
injured.
excuse. Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everything
So,
that happened, as you said earlier, this game was lost in the first leg.
yep.
Going back to that first leg, some of the mistakes he made, and I must give him credit for something. He didn't let his pride rule over him today. He got the feedback. He started Cherky. A lot of people told him, "Why didn't you start Cherky in the
It was
first
too
leg?"
late. It was
Was
too
too
late.
no. Although it was too late, another coach would want to double down and triple
Yep,
down and
yep,
say,
yep,
but he reverted back to Cherky. And but looking back on this season for Man City in the Champions League, and assuming they, it doesn't look like they'd win the league. Assuming they don't win the league, they have a final against you in the Carabao Cup.
yeah. It's a 50-50 final.
It's a 50-50 final. We'll look back on a coach who made mistakes.
Yeah, he didn't get the
You
best
know,
out of this squad.
he didn't
It's
get the
just,
best out of
yeah,
it.
it's just the
That's just the
truth.
truth.
Yeah,
And
it's the truth.
whether he returns back to Man City or not for another coaching season, he's a legend. He has nothing else to prove. But you're still in the job. And we would have to call out your mistakes when they are made. And
Yep.
that's all. If this was Arteta now, I know people would be going crazy and
The
insulting
scrutiny
and
is
saying,
gonna be,
right,
it's
it's going
gonna be
to, but
crazy.
this is
Yeah,
Pep. So
yeah.
this is Pep. So we can only say you made a mistake. Let's move on.
All right, let's leave it there. Let's go to Arsenal, Bayern Leverkusen. I know this is my game.
Yep.
It's,
Please
it
go
was
for as long as you'd like.
well. This is my summary of the game. In
Mm-hmm.
the first leg, the things that has come to define Arsenal, we're not able to execute those things. Our
Yes.
build up was slow in the first leg. We couldn't
Mm-hmm.
get Saka on the ball enough, and when we got Saka on the ball enough, the time that we got Saka on the ball in the first leg was atrocious. Honestly,
Yes.
one of the worst performances I've ever seen for Saka from Saka. Saka is somebody that is such an intelligent player, right?
Absolutely.
His decision making is what defines him as a footballer. It's not his
It's what
pace, not
we
his,
it's what
yeah.
we love about him.
And he couldn't do that in the first leg. This second leg, we go into the right areas, we control territory, we dominated the midfield, our defenders were pushing high, we're creating chances, multiple chances. Corner kicks. When you start seeing Arsenal getting multiple corner kicks in games, right? What that means is we are camping you. I'm sure we got more than 10 corners in this game.
Yep.
And, and what broke the game open for us was one of the goals of the season. A
Yes.
magnificent strike from nobody else but Eberechi Eze, who
No,
is
sorry.
finally
Let me interrupt you
adjusting.
real quick. That goal was outstanding. Like the way he got everything worked perfectly for his for that goal, man.
Yeah,
Like,
for the
please
strike
continue. Like
it
that
was
strike was brilliant.
that's what you call a 10/10 strike. It's the kind of strike that the moment it strikes that ball, you know it's a goal.
Yep, yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep. The
because the
keeper needs to
pace.
make an outstanding save
No, the keeper,
to
the ball needs to be straight at the keeper to save it.
yes,
If it
yes,
goes either side, it's too fast. Like it's the kind of shot that breaks people's hands, right? Like it was a magnificent strike, and we needed that strike because at that point in the game, the keeper was turning into prime Courtois or prime Manuel Neuer. He was making every save, punching the ball, doing this. Everything was. I'm like, is this one of those games whereby we would do all of this and we won't get the goal, right? Because
yeah,
the problem with Champions League is the Champions League is built on moments, right?
yes,
You can make one mistake in that game and they get counter or you get a red card and everything changes. And now
absolutely.
the old tie is changing and now you're in the back foot. But we got the goal and we got into the break and in the second half we got another magnificent that Rice goal, that placement.
I didn't
That was an
even see
incredible
that.
finish.
I didn't even. I didn't see that. I didn't see it
You still haven't
because
seen it,
no. Because I was watching I was watching Chelsea. I was watching Madrid, City, and
bro.
then Chelsea, PSG.
The keeper didn't move, bro. It's not as good of a finish. It's
You
not.
know
It's not
what?
a
I
pure
think
strike.
for you to say the keeper didn't move,
Yeah,
I
he
have a
couldn't
picture
move.
in my head. I have a picture in my head.
He
I have a
placed it.
picture in my head.
So he bent it a little bit. He got the ball, loose ball in the midfield with counter press. He got the ball,
So
and immediately got the ball.
it's
He
feeling
just
like
placed it.
Rice might be a big Champions League player too. He's
No,
slowly getting
he's a
no
big
no.
game player. Forget the goals.
Yeah.
He's a big. When the bigger the occasion, it's like it goes. It rises another 10%. That's the
Yeah.
kind of player he is. He's like he doesn't shrink.
And I
As,
think I
as
saw that Kai Havertz also scored a goal and it
yeah,
was offside.
the ball hit his hand.
So how many minutes did Kai Havertz play today?
He played 30 minutes because he's gonna be the starter
How
in the
did he
cup
perform
final.
generally?
It wasn't a great performance in the sense that he came in because we're trying to manage the game. And you know, Kai, intelligent player, he drops in midfield, he takes the touches, he comes, okay, you need help, I'm gonna help you. You need help here, I'm gonna help you. Oh, Saka, you need me to stretch the pitch. People don't see this. If you've played football, I know we didn't play football at the highest level, but you tend to appreciate those players who are so intelligent. And that's what
Yeah, so
that
Mercurial.
yeah, that's the beauty of this squad is Mikel has gotten a lot of players. Another example is Mikel Merino, which we don't have right now. Intelligent players. They know when to take the foul. They know when to clear the ball. They know when to manage. They know when to give you elbow in your face that they're never gonna get red cards for. They're just intelligent players. When you have multiple players like that in your squad who know how to manage games, what tends to happen is you tend to start getting the trophies.
Yes.
So at this point, we need to start breaking this trophy drought because we have those players, a lot of them. Gabriel, my God, every single from the moment we scored the second goal up, when we go to like 75 minutes, every single header in the box, Gabriel's head, every single one. And then Raya made a magnificent save, bro.
Bro,
A
without a
magnificent
goalkeeper,
save. You're not winning
without
anything.
a goalkeeper, you're done.
Tell me a team that has won big trophies, the league title or Champions League, without a very good goalkeeper.
I can't even begin to think of one, man.
Yeah, maybe Valdez, Barcelona,
No.
then yeah.
Valdez is a legend. But like I'm saying, your goalkeeping see again for for teams like the Barca team, right?
It was more about his passing than his goalkeeping.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he
because
was the
he's
best
really
passer in
not
the
going to
world.
face much shooting and all of that. He's not going, bro. Chelsea this season they've suffered for a goalkeeper.
Are we getting into the Chelsea conversation already?
Well, let's get there right now.
Okay, let me just
Let's
wrap it up with Arsenal. Magnificent
wrap.
performance. It's something that we've come to understand with Arsenal. Especially when we're in our sync, what happens if we control the game? The last 10 minutes of the game, I know if you're like a rival fan and you're watching that game, you look like, oh, while we're on the back foot defending, bro, this is what we do. We know how to defend. When we need to keep a result, we defend and we don't concede. I'm just used to it at this
Absolutely.
point. Maybe 5 years ago, I used to be like get scared
Bro,
in those
whatever
moments.
gets the job done.
We know how to do it. So we did
Whatever
the job.
gets the job done. I am a Madrid fan. My expectations for my team, give me whatever performance
Wins
will
the
get
game.
us to the next round.
Yeah,
And when we get to the next round,
we'll figure
repeat
it
the
out.
same.
Yeah,
Repeat the
because
same. Repeat the same.
at this point we've played every 3 days from December till date.
Yes.
Every 3 days. Our
Yes.
squad has been tested. Merino has been injured. Odegaard has been injured. Eze has had to play the same Eze that people were complaining about in the middle of the season that he wasn't playing. You know, there was a period like 6, 7 games when Odegaard was the
Yeah.
only one playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now Eze is playing every game, every 3 days. So and he came off with an injury. I think he's gonna be fine for the final. It was the one that they subbed out
Wait,
for
when is
Kai
the final?
this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
this Sunday.
yes.
So I'm expecting a big moment from Eze in that final. So, but we'll leave that aside. Magnificent performance from Arsenal, controlled performance. We got the job done. On to the next round.
I want us to spend like 2 minutes, just two. I don't think Chelsea deserves more than 2 minutes from us this on this
I
review.
didn't watch that game. I saw the goals. I didn't watch that game.
Bro,
You talk to me.
I swear to God. You see, every time I speak to you about Chelsea, Do you remember who I empathize with the most?
Caicedo.
No, 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 no. Their fans.
Oh, bro, their fans deserve this.
No, no, no. I don't think any fan base deserves this.
No, they deserve it. I'll tell you why. You go. I'll tell you why they deserve this.
Chelsea fans do not deserve this. Not because they are good people,
Mhm.
not because they are good losers or good winners, not because they are decent in their loss or losses. No fan base deserve to be one of the cornerstones of European football.
In the
And
last
then
20
all of
years.
this in the last 20 years, and then all of a sudden, for decisions outside of your control, outside of like for decisions that were so randomly, that coincided and culminated randomly to just affect your club. Just imagine this kind of consistency Arsenal are going through right now. And for some weird reasons, it changes in the space of 18 months.
Yeah, but the decline has been there. Even when Roman was there, towards the end, the
What we
decline
know about Roman
is he
is
would do his
that
best to try and win,
he's a footballing man
even if he has to
that
cheat.
even if he has to cheat.
Yeah, he wants to
And you
win.
see, you know who won't complain about that? The
The
fans. They won't
fans, yeah,
complain. They won't complain about
they
that.
will love you
I'm saying to you, bro, Chelsea look like a team with no defensive backbone,
because
with no structure.
the priority for Chelsea is not to win right now. Winning is a side quest. Like, okay, if we get to win, because I'll break it down to you, right? When I know Chelsea was fucked up, I'm sorry if somebody is hearing this language from me, like, it's just that's the way to describe it. Is when the decision not to sign quality centre backs is because when you sign centre back, and I've said this is the biggest bugbear I have with Chelsea. The reason they're not investing in centre backs and goalkeepers is when you sign centre backs and they flop, right? Immediately you're losing huge amount of money. You can't sell them. If you sign a centre back for 60 million pounds, as an example, you're probably gonna and it flops heavily, you're getting maybe 30 million pounds max for that centre back. If you sign a winger for 50, 60 million pounds, you can probably sell him within 1 year or 2 years for close to that amount. Especially when
E.g. Anthony, man, you still got a decent return on
yeah,
Anthony, despite his
no
messed
man,
up.
they overpaid for Anthony. Let's take Jeremy Doku as an example at Manchester City.
Yeah,
Jeremy Doku has not been a success at Man City based on Man City's level. He
yep,
scored 7 goals, 7 league goals in 3 years at Man City as a starter. That is horrible
yeah.
for elite teams. But if you put Jeremy Doku on the market today, there are
Oh
teams who are
no,
going to pay
teams
50 million
60,
pounds for him.
60 million. Yeah, amen to
Not
that.
Noni Madueke. Chelsea bought him for
Yes.
35 million, right? He
You
was
guys
a
paid 70 or so. How
no, we
much?
paid 52 million for him
Yeah.
within 3 years. So they are able to shift all these players who are attacking players. That's why they stockpile attacking players because you're going to be able to sell them. Ganacho, if you put him on the market in the summer, you get 40 million pounds for him. You get your money back. Delap, you get 30 million pounds for him. You get your money back. But defenders,
But
they're not
then
getting it back.
that should not. I understand you are making the listeners understand the rationale
Mhm.
behind their decision making. We are saying it should be a no-brainer that this even has to go into your decision making, is what we are saying.
That's what they care about. Not Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans
Yeah.
obviously want to win. They're used to winning. But Chelsea fans too, in the beginning of this project, when the red flags were so obvious, because the reason why I know all these things is I supported Arsenal in a period where the priority was money, right? Over trying to win. There were so many moments with Arsene Wenger that we could have pushed the envelope a little bit, not even a lot. 40 million and £1 with Suarez, those kind of things. You see it and you're disgusted. That's where Chelsea are. Right? They have a goalkeeper who is a good goalkeeper. Sanchez is a very good goalkeeper, in my opinion. But he's a goalkeeper that, for whatever reason, is just prone to errors. Right? For example, Mark Andre Ter Stegen at Barcelona. I think he's a magnificent goalkeeper. But he's just a goalkeeper that is erratic. There's just something about those guys. What did Barca do? They went to invest in another goalkeeper. Man, the second is one of the highest paid goalkeepers in the world. But they looked at him like, this is our loss. We've given this guy a mega contract, but we want to win. We're going to invest in somebody else. Chelsea, they don't care. They want to keep penny pinching. But you bought Caicedo for 100 million pounds. You bought Enzo Fernandez for 100 million pounds. Young players, but you put them on low wages. What's going to happen next year when they try to extend their contracts?
Kola,
Mhm.
we said we are going to spend just 2 minutes on Chelsea.
He's,
I think
he's, he's
we've given them
disheartening,
too much time.
honestly. If
I'm
if
not
you
a
love
Chelsea
football,
fan.
yeah,
I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I feel horrible that on any given day, PSG could have beaten them bad. But the way this happened, the way it looks, that they don't even have any ability to stop. They have decent, just maybe average or slightly below average defenders.
yeah,
They
the defenders,
just look so disheveled,
their defenders are bang average.
disorganized, like it looks.
Their defenders are the definition of average.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if
That's
you
the
ever want to
baseline for
see, yeah,
average.
their
That's
defenders are supposed to be playing for Crystal Palace, West Ham,
Watford,
clubs like that.
Wolves, like, bro,
Chalobah was sent out on loan, right,
and called
last year.
back.
They called him back because they don't want to invest in a top class centre back.
Yeah, I'm just sorry for Chelsea fans.
I, I,
I feel your pain. I can't relate. I feel your pain. I can't relate.
you're gonna pay for it.
I
That's what
wish you all the
at that level,
I
at
I
the
wish you
highest
all the
level,
best.
you're going to
Yes,
pay for it.
for Champions League night, you need your best,
Yeah.
and like you're not having it. Kola,
Give me a closing statement on Bodo Glimt versus Sporting. Just 1-2 minutes.
that game was one of the most horrible games I've seen in terms of a team trying to defend a 3-goal lead.
Yeah.
Bodo Glimt started the game so defensive. Bro, Porto could have scored 3 goals in the first
Men,
10 minutes.
men
I,
Sporting.
uh, oh, yeah, yeah. Sporting could have scored 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. It was really bad. Eventually, Porto did that in extra time.
He said Porto again. But
I
keep
know, sorry,
saying
I don't know
Porto.
why Porto is coming into my brain.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Spotted. Bro, I really wanted Bodo Glimt to go through. I really wanted them to go through because they felt like a Cinderella story that was sweet, that was just joyful to see. You know what? Despite them not going through, I think they had a very brilliant campaign.
It's a good
Uh
experience, bro. They went
yes,
to
it's a
San
good.
Siro. They
But
beat
man,
Inter Milan.
Porto for Arsenal would be a very, very tough out, man.
They're a European team, bro. They're used to
Bro,
this level.
that team, when they want to go for it, they can go for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
It's gonna be
yeah, no.
similar to this Leverkusen tie. It's gonna be very similar.
Oh no, this Sporting team, they are a more attacking version of the Leverkusen side,
Well,
bro.
we get more chance, right?
Yeah,
It's all
they are
about
a more
yeah.
attacking side. In fact, they are a more brilliant attacking side than Leverkusen.
And also, you have to understand the context of they've won their league multiple times in the last few years, so they're
Yes,
more buoyant, they're more confident as a team, and they're like the Bayern of their league, right? In the last
absolutely.
few years, so they've dominated that league, so they carry that confidence into this game. I want to leave it here, guys.
Okay.
Thank you for having us. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the content, and stay blessed. Come on, you gunners.
A la Madrid.